People, welcome back to another video. Today we're on Borough High Street, I believe it is. Borough High Street, Southwark. We're going to be auditing Southwark police station. So yeah, if this one goes live, I believe it's going to be my 15th video. 15 videos in just over 1 month. So you can't say that I haven't been working hard. So yeah, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you don't have a YouTube account and you watch my videos, please make one and make sure you subscribe as well, because it helps the channel out a lot. But yeah, no, I was getting a bit distracted then, obviously. Don't know what was going on there, but yeah, flipping.
The video opens on Borough High Street, where the narrator prepares to conduct a public audit outside a local police station. He notes this could mark his 15th upload in just over a month, highlighting consistent content creation while setting expectations for a calm, observational encounter.
If this one goes live, it's my 15th video. And yeah, you know what I mean, can't say that I haven't been working hard. So let's get it. Southwark police station, hopefully goes well. I'm not looking to get detained or anything like that, because believe it or not, that's exhausting. Ask anyone that does these audits and they'll tell you, man, getting detained is a draining process. But just matters of public interest.
Well, if it's a public interest, you should let the police know.
Should I?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because the police protect the public.
Okay, well, the public interest is how people's tax money is being spent, upkeep of the building, interactions with police constables. Who are you?
What? Who are you first?
I don't have to identify myself.
With a steady tone, the narrator explains his purpose, documenting public spaces and institutions. He emphasizes transparency and public accountability, encouraging viewers to follow his work. The focus remains on lawful filming and maintaining a respectful presence throughout the interaction.
But you're the one asking questions.
Well, no, you're filming me as I'm going into my place of work. You can imagine if I was filming you and you were going into work, you'd want to know why I was doing
Well,
it.
if you were doing it from public, I couldn't really have an objection.
No, you would. It'd be an invasion of your privacy.
No, because I can film anything I can see from public. If you're in public, you haven't got any privacy.
Right, okay. So, you're filming people at the police station for the public's benefit?
Yes.
And what are you going to do with these videos?
I don't know, just use it for my own recreation.
Okay, fantastic. All right, well, you carry on as you are.
Good. So, who are you?
I don't need to identify myself.
You don't?
No.
Okay. Just a jogger. Excuse me?
What are you doing?
I'm just filming.
Why?
Matters of public interest.
Huh?
Matters of...
As filming begins, a passerby questions the activity. The narrator calmly explains that his work relates to public interest, including how taxpayer funds are used and how public buildings are maintained. The exchange remains measured, reflecting differing perspectives on public filming.
Public interest.
Alright.
Just people are interested in, you know, the upkeep of the building, how their taxes being spent. So who are you? Are you...
Do you understand that filming
police
outside of a
constable.
police station looks a little bit suspicious?
What are you suspicious of?
Well, why are you filming
Would you
outside the police
identify
station?
yourself? You're just a guy that in
I don't need to
random
identify
dress.
myself to you.
Well, I don't even know who you are, mate. Could you identify yourself, please? Fair enough, if you're a member of the public and you're curious, then I'll tell you. But if you've got a bit of authority or something, then I think you should identify yourself.
Alright, mate, there's a guy filming outside the station. Don't know, some bloke walking down.
You just come from the gym or something?
No.
Sorry, who are you?
Right. Tell you who I am.
Discussion develops privacy in public space. The narrator clarifies that filming from a public area is lawful and does not infringe on privacy expectations. The conversation highlights a common misunderstanding about rights in public environments and the balance between curiosity and legality.
My name's PC Allen. I work here at
Okay, thank you, Mr. Allen. I'm not here for an argument or to antagonise
Yeah, but
anyone.
I don't really understand why you're filming outside the station.
I've explained matters of public interest. People are interested in how their tax money is being spent, the upkeep of the building,
Right.
interactions
You
with
can
police
understand
officers.
From my perspective, right?
Yeah.
Terrorist risk at the moment is substantial.
Okay.
It's quite strange that as a member of the public, you're stood outside the police station filming. Yeah.
So what are you implying? Do you
So
think
what
I'm a terrorist?
exactly are you filming?
I've explained it, sir.
Right.
So the terrorist risk is substantial, is it? When was the last time a police station was attacked by a terrorist?
Luckily, not recently.
Well, do you actually know when was the last time?
No.
Okay. It's a bit of a strong word to be using.
Alright, guys.
You right, mate?
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
I'm well,
How
yourself?
are you?
Can you not surround me, please?
Okay, what's going on?
I'm just filming.
The situation evolves as a police officer approaches. The narrator reiterates his purpose, maintaining a composed demeanor. The officer raises concerns about security, referencing general risks, while the narrator questions the basis for such concerns in this specific context.
But why?
Matters of public interest.
Go on, what are the public interests?
I've already explained it to...
Okay, well you can explain it to me.
What would you like to explain to us?
Do you want to explain to me?
I've already explained it to this gentleman.
I know, but I'm not talking to him, I'm asking you.
Okay, matters of public interest, people interested in the upkeep of the building, where their taxpayer money is being spent, stuff like that. Is that all good? I don't need to give my name.
That's true.
Would you mind giving your name?
I can if there's a policing purpose for it. But
Well, yeah, do you not have to identify yourself, sir?
Yes, I was a police officer.
Well, I don't know if you're a police officer, to be
Didn't say
fair.
that at all.
Well, if you're asking me questions, you might have some...
It's just weird that you're recording outside a police station at this time of day with nobody.
I've explained, man. Would you mind identifying yourself? Section 43, yeah?
More officers arrive, creating a more structured interaction. The narrator is asked about his intentions again, and he repeats his explanation clearly. The tone remains controlled, with both sides attempting to understand each other's position regarding public filming and safety.
So have you got to be reasonable suspicion that I'm a terrorist?
Section 43.
Right, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist? Alright then, go on then, get on with
You're going
it.
to be searched from section 43.
Alright, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist?
The fact that you're recording outside a police station.
Oh, I hear that,
I'm
I
gonna
hear that, I
search
hear that.
you.
No, you can.
Yeah, it's just a bit weird that you're searching that. You're standing outside.
What suspicion?
Pass this, take this off as well.
Can I just leave it there?
Yeah, put it on the floor.
Yeah?
Take this off as well.
Section 43, what reasonable grounds have you got that I'm a terrorist?
Alright, you're doing
That's
something.
suspicious behaviour.
What are you
Filming
expecting to
outside
find?
the police
What are you
station,
expecting to find?
right?
We're not sure yet.
Police
I'm gonna
station is
search you.
obviously a high risk
What you're
of
expecting to
terrorist
find?
threat, and that is why we decided to search you today. Alright?
High risk of terrorist threat, what does that mean?
I
What have I done
just
that's
don't
suspicious?
Good behaviour.
As I've said, you're filming outside of a
I've
police
explained
station.
why I'm recording, sir.
You've not given a good reason for
I'm
why
not
you're
giving
doing
you a reason.
so.
I've said massive public
Nah, man.
interest to upkeep of the building, how people...
Nah, you could do a freedom of information request if you really felt that way.
Officers reference legal powers, including stop and search provisions. The narrator respectfully questions whether sufficient grounds exist, focusing on the importance of reasonable suspicion. This moment underscores the tension between security measures and individual rights in public spaces.
Freedom of information request what? What am I requesting? None of you got body worn camera on.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, thank you. So what were you expecting to find on me, sir? Do you mind if can I grab the phone, yeah?
Yeah, I'm absolutely.
Alright, so what were you expecting to find on me? What were the grounds for the search? Do you mind answering the
How
question?
many times have you been filming outside of the police
I'm
station?
not going to answer that question. So what were you expecting to find on me?
I don't know what I was expecting to find on
So
you.
what were the
That's why I
grounds for the
searched
search?
you.
Filming isn't enough grounds for
As
the
I
search,
said
is
to
it?
you,
Section 43 again. Do you know
Section
why it was
43
introduced? Do you
gives
know
the
why it was
police officer
introduced?
a power to search
Why was
someone who
Section
they
43
reasonably
introduced?
suspect to be a terrorist. Reasonably
What
suspect
do you
is a 2 out of 10
Okay.
on the register.
2 out of 10. So what do you reasonably suspect of me being a terrorist?
Because you're filming outside
this
of a
how-
police
is this how you
station,
detain a terrorist?
Police stations are obviously
Why have you not
a
put me in
high...
cuffs then?
The narrator continues to ask for clarification the legal basis of the interaction. He references public guidelines that state filming alone does not constitute suspicion. The exchange remains verbal and controlled, with no escalation beyond discussion.
Why have you
Value
not put me in- I would
targets
hope
for
that-
terrorists. So from our perspective,
I'll
we're
explain.
wondering why you're stood out here filming, doing something which we would
I've
consider
explained, sir.
hostile reconnaissance.
It's not hostile
alright?
reconnaissance. Someone doing hostile
It
reconnaissance
could
would
be,
do it covertly.
and that's why we suspect and why we need to search you.
Hostile reconnaissance would be done covertly.
It doesn't have to be.
Take that back.
It doesn't have to be, but... So why was Section 43 introduced in the first place?
See, that's the thing. A lot of people got nothing to do. I was eating my breakfast.
So what have you got to do? Unlawful searches? Is that what you do, yeah?
Have you got nothing to do with your life?
I've got nothing to do with my life. Nah, COVID's got us doing stuff like this. What do you do with your life? Just unlawfully search and detain people? You know I can sue you.
Okay.
You know I
then.
can sue you.
Okay then.
You haven't said what you're expecting to find. You didn't have reasonable suspicions.
As the interaction progresses, the narrator maintains his stance while avoiding confrontation. He emphasizes that his work is intended to inform and educate, not provoke. The officers begin to ease their approach, signaling a shift toward resolution.
Suspicion. APCO 2010 says filming isn't reasonable suspicion. On the Met Police website, it says that filming isn't. Why was Section 43 repelled?
Right now,
Human
you're stood outside of a police station.
European Court of Human Rights, yeah, repealed Section 44 of the Terrorist Act in 2010. For what reason? And now you're just using Section 43. So this is what we do now, yeah? We done now, yeah? Alright, I'm gonna keep filming. I'm gonna keep filming.
Get moved on by other officers.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna keep filming. What?
You've got nothing to do with that.
I've got nothing to do, yeah.
Alright,
What have you got to do? Unlawful detentions and that?
Yeah, just leave him. We'll crim it in and put it on. Have you circulated it? The fact that he's being weird.
Yeah, we already know you.
Right, sweet.
Alright, you're dismissed, yeah?
Dismissed.
Yeah, you're dismissed, yeah.
A more constructive conversation follows with another officer, who acknowledges the legality of filming. Both sides engage respectfully, and identification is shared voluntarily. This moment reflects a balanced and professional interaction between the public and law enforcement.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Okay, and why is that?
Matters of public interest.
And what is that?
The upkeep of the building, how tax money's being spent,
Right,
interactions with police constables.
okay.
I like your scooter.
Thank you. But what's the purpose of the
In the politest way possible, I've literally just explained it.
No, I know you have, but
Thank you.
I don't understand what it is that you're.
I'll repeat it if you want.
No, you can, yeah.
So matters of public interest
But it's kind of
pertaining
vague.
to the upkeep of the building,
It's a bit-
interactions with police constables,
Okay.
and how people's tax money is being spent.
Okay. And what's the purpose? What is that?
The
on behalf
purpose
of?
is to promote that photography isn't a crime.
No, it's not. No,
So that's technically that's the purpose.
But of course, we have a
technically
duty
speaking.
as officers to.
Absolutely.
The video concludes with the narrator reflecting on the encounter. He expresses appreciation for respectful communication and his mission to promote awareness of public filming rights. The audit ends calmly, encouraging viewers to stay informed and engaged.
See people filming outside.
Definitely,
the police
and your
station.
approach has been, pretty good. Your demeanour is decent.
You know, like so. But I mean, you're not. So it's not. There's no nefarious.
No, it's not reconnaissance or there's no hostility involved or anything like that. Could I ask you to identify yourself, just
Yeah.
for the sake of obviously it's a requirement to do so, but I feel like you've been quite positive,
Well,
so
yeah.
I'll shed light on the good and the bad. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
my name.
Can you identify yourself?
Yeah, Constable Blair.
Constable Blair, and your number?
Sorry.
And your number, Mr. Blair?
It's 5455 Sierra Oscar.
5455 Sierra
Right.
Oscar. All right, Mr. Blair.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that's how it should be done. That's how you should apprehend public photographers. So big up, Mr. Blair. Do you know what I mean? If you approach me like that, then what can I do? What can I say? But yeah, I think that should do it, to be honest. I'm going to leave that one today. So that's flipping. That is Southwark Police Station. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.